everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So I'm in my craft room. Now I don't know how much time I will have to create in today's video, so I'm going to work on these tags. I have here I've cut these at certain sizes, so these I've cut as a belly band. Then I've got some slightly smaller and thinner ones as bookmark tags. I've also got some pockets and some journaling cards, and then I've got some small journaling cards and small tags. You can see how tiny they ended up. They were little pieces of leftovers, so I thought why not utilize those. So I'm just going to ink a couple of these tags. Okay, I'm just going to ink 2 for now, and we'll see how we go. So it may end up being a tags in 10 to 20 to 30 video. We'll see how we go. Hubby is not here at the moment, so we'll see how we go. So I hope you're all fabulous. I'm just going to play with some of my JunkWithSteph kits. I've got the eclectic ephemera here, and I do still have them in the fussy cut bags. And I also have the fussy cut flowers kit that I've been busy cutting out. This is the 2 to a page, I believe. And I just wanted to have a little play and layer some things up, I'm thinking. Do I want that there, or do I want that? It might actually pop against that grey. Everything about that is telling me it needs to be on the opposite side. I'm wondering if that flower is just a tad tall. Don't mind the sizing of that one. I'm wondering if I have this kind of fun, but not quite what I was thinking. I think that will be too wide. I really love these images. Oh gosh, isn't that gorgeous? Okay, that's definitely a win for me. And it will be a bit fiddly to ink because I have fussy cut it quite well, I think. As in, I've taken out all the little pieces on the inside as well. I just love the delicateness of it when I do that. The way it looks when it's attached to a piece of ephemera. If you're wondering how I go about doing that, a lot of it is done with my craft knife and a craft mat. I find it quite therapeutic to do. And I've really decided that it's not much different in time to do it with a craft knife as it is to use a pair of scissors. At one stage I did try both to cut the same image in different places, and I was like, it doesn't feel any quicker or any slower regardless of what I use. So I really just utilize either of those 2 tools to fussy cut it the best I can. So I hope you're all fabulous. I've been super excited to come in here and play with these kits. I was so disappointed when I realized that my video didn't work, or it videoed, it just, you know, unless you're laying down, you probably wouldn't be able to see it properly. And I was like, well, that's what I get when I haven't crafted for a while. I hadn't even thought to check that my camera stand was locked in properly. So that was very disappointing, but lesson learned, and hopefully it won't happen again. Okay, so I'm going to glue this image on now. Oops, and I forgot I ran out of glue stick when I was in here. I need to get a new one. See if I can do this. I need to throw that one in the bin. Need to make sure that's the right way around. Okay, I'm just going to get a new glue stick and my scrap fabric. Pop these away. I'm just worried that they'll get damaged because they're quite fragile. And I just want a little scrap of something. I feel like I want a slightly thinner piece. And I'm just going to fray that up. And I do like that there. So I have my fabric glue. And it will take a moment to come to the tip. It's been sitting in here. I think it's been, oh gosh, probably 1 to 2 months. I'd say 1 month since I really did any proper crafting as such. I've done little bits and pieces, but not really made any ephemera in that time. Most of my time has been focused on my organization in my craft room, so my glues haven't really been used all that much. And I'm just wondering what other little scrappy bits I have in here. I like that little piece of lace. Kind of gets lost. Can I think I want to lock this image in on top now. I quite like where that's gone. And I'm wondering if I can use my fabric glue to do that. No, I think I'll use my art glitter glue. I think that will have, or I will have more control over that. I'm going to love this tag, I know already. I'm obsessing over it. Oops, I knew that would happen. Jolly pin. I do have a spare one there for my art glitter glue, but I'm worried that the same thing is going to happen, so I've been reluctant to replace it. Okay. trying to work rather quickly. I've got the fan going. It's not hot here today, but it's warmish. We just need that little bit of circulation of the air to make it more comfortable, and it's kind of making my glue dry a little bit quicker. Come away. And I am going to burnish that from behind just to lock it in. Oh my gosh, I love that. And I'm thinking just a simple topper. I think that's it, and just some stitching around the outside. And I'm going to call that done. Whoops. This is making me so happy. I kind of feel more like me doing this with the neutrals included. So it's funny how having that little break from your crafting. I'm just going to trim this. Just looked a bit extreme there. Yes. And I'm going to be pedantic, and I'm just going to fray that a fraction more on the other side. Done. And I'll just paper clip that on, and also around that. I love that. Love, love, love. Okay, so that's one. And then, whoops. Next I might use a little bit more of this. This is the sheet of paper I used from the Joyful Jaunt kit. Do I want to use that, or... Okay, so the other thing I did with each of the kits that I have ready to use is I've printed one or two pages from each kit onto, this is tracing paper. So I didn't have any vellum that's A4, so I chose to use the tracing paper. And I thought that would be fun to add a different element to my ephemera, adding that pop of colour without taking away from the neutral background too much. So I'm just kind of fussy cutting basically the edges off. And I'm forgetting I have a scrap bowl up here. Okay, and I don't want the whole image, so I just kind of want the butterflies, I think. I think I'm going to, I thought I'd want that edge, but I think I'd like to put it down the center where that join is. So I have a join here for the two papers. I think I'd really like it there. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to use glue stick on that, but then I might pop a little bit of art glitter glue on as well, I'm thinking. I'm just not sure. Or maybe I use fabric glue. I really don't know. I don't know which is best to hold it. I'm just not sure that the glue stick on its own will be enough. So I'm kind of going to go around the edges. I think about there. We have a little curl. Okay. No, I thought I could tear it, but it's a bit tacky to do that, so do it that way. I'm going to really burnish that down from behind. I've given myself this much space to use. Goodness me. Okay. Now I will be sewing around this as well, so that will help hold that down if the glue doesn't stick well. Now, what do I want to embellish it with? I think I want to steer towards delicate with this one, so I'm looking for something a little bit smaller, and I do know that there are some smaller. Well, that's really pretty. On that side or that side, I like it there. I like that. What do I like? Decisions. I have choices. That's kind of fun. I might do a little fabric cluster here, I'm thinking, of some description. Feeling like I want something long and thin. Grey might be good actually to play off the grey of this. I love that the whale that was on the backing paper is coming through there. That's working better for me already. Okay. No. There are tiny, tiny little postage stamps. Whoops. So I'm not minding that. I love the fray of this fabric. here. I ended up with these tiny little bulbs. I like that. I may have to glue that trim down. I put it that way. Maybe I will. Just going to ink everything. I'm not 100% sure about my placement for my little cluster because of the butterflies on that paper. So sorry, I'm not very chatty today, am I? I'm actually I wasn't going to video because it's the weekend and hubby has ducked out, but I don't think he's gone for a very long time. And I popped into my craft room to do a bit of sorting and organising and what have you, and I looked at my backgrounds and I remembered the video not working when I did it, and I was like, I just want to play. I've been so excited to play with these neutral backgrounds, and I looked at the time and I went, oh, maybe I could just do a couple of tags. So that's kind of where my focus is, and I'm forgetting then that I'm actually videoing and I should be talking to you. I'm sorry about that. I've just got a little piece that hasn't cut away. I'm just wondering if I can get that out. Better. Sorry about that. It was bothering me. It's good now. I know I'm meant to be embracing the imperfections, but imperfections are fine as long as they're the right ones. It's my rule and I'm sticking to it. Okay. It's funny how you can ink some things and you don't even know if there's ink on here, and then you'll ink something else and there seems to be an awful lot. So I'm thinking I might add this with some fabric glue. I just want to get this little cluster sorted so I can move it around and see exactly where I want to put it. Not 100% sure which way around it goes, but I think I might do that. I kind of changed my mind before or as I started inking about where I might like to place this, so I'm kind of changing up the orientation because of that. Actually, maybe I just want that down there. Okay, I'm going to lock this in, so I'm just going to use my glue stick for this. I am actually thinking I need to go out into my mixed media room and do a little bit of tidying. I'm actually thinking about doing some mixed media play on the weekends that I may end up videoing. But I kind of need to get that space organized so I can do that. Yes, I love that. Okay. And you are going to be a nuisance until I get you glued down, I feel. Just checking my camera, I just suddenly went, oh, please don't tell me it's moved, and I haven't checked. But it looks good. That's exciting. I think I'd loosened the stand to move it and set it up slightly differently when I was doing some organization in here so I could watch something at one stage. So I changed the way the stand was sitting, and I forgot about that when I went to video yesterday, so I didn't retighten it. Okay, I do want to add just a tad. Trying to do this with my fingers and it's just not working for me, so bringing in my awl to help. Don't want a lot of glue there, I just want to it's like having a really bad hair day, really, isn't it? It's like I just need you to sit a particular way and you just won't. So it's like putting down extra hairspray on your hair. Putting down, it's like adding extra hairspray to your hair. That's kind of where I wanted it to go. I don't mind the odd unruly one, but not all of them. Okay, and then I'm going to add my image because I really love how that looked there. Sorry, just trying to carefully pull my pin out without pulling the top off. I could try and hold this while I put the glue on, but the glue book's here and it's just easier to do it on top. Okay, bone folder. Just want to lock that in because I love it. Okay, so delicate, and thinking maybe a label. What do I have? Just looking for the right size label. So these are Words by Steph. Just checking I've got it right, and I do. Just looking to see what I have. Whoops. I'm like, where did you go? Where did you go? Do I want some cheesecloth under there? I think I do, but I think I want a bigger piece. That could work. Having my fan on when I'm crafting makes it a little bit challenging. Love that. Okay, so locking that in, going to use my fabric glue because it's over the tracing paper as well as paper. And speaking of tracing paper, I'm just going to take the border so it was just the edge off the piece that I had printed onto. Waste not, want not. Just want a ripped edge. It's about there. Okay, and I'm just going to ink. Just another element really to add some detail. I think that will be really fun. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Just like, which way did I have it? I think I had it that way. I don't know, but that's how it's going now. I think I've put it upside down. Never mind. And then my label, and I'm using the fabric glue on here as well because I'm attaching it to that tracing paper. Love that. Gosh, it's so delicate and pretty. And what topper do I want? I think I'm going to attach that with some glue. I don't want anything really bulky on the top because I want to see that butterfly. So if I attach this lace and then sew around it, kind of like that, and then I don't need lots of glue, she says as she squeezes the bejeebers out of the bottle. I'm squeezing and nothing's coming. I just want to hold it in place until I can sew. Okay, how pretty is that? Oh my goodness, I love them both. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let's play some more. What do I want to do now? I might play with one of the bookmarks, I think. Put my lid or pin in my glue bottle. Just bring my ink across. I'm wondering what I want to play with next. Like I said, I've had so many ideas. I'm definitely going to have to make some more of my neutral background papers for sure. Okay, so I need to choose a focal image. I'd like something a bit taller. Oh, something like that, for instance. How beautiful is that? Okay, so looking at those tones, thinking maybe this is also from Joyful Jaunt. I just want to pick up the flowers. I'm almost shaking. I'm so excited about these. So fun to be so inspired by new kits. Steph, these kits are amazing. So hitting the mark for me. I think I could just make ephemera to my little heart's content when they come out like this. Okay, so I'm thinking I'd like a little piece of this like that. I just realized I tore into that dragonfly, which doesn't make me happy, but it's not enough of a pop of the green. Do I want to put that across the... Oh. I'm thinking, sorry. I think I want to just have that part there, which I'd have wished I'd have realized, but the beauty of a digital kit is that you can always reprint. You can always reprint. So, love that. No, I'm not sure that's working for me. Okay, maybe I like the background as it is and I'm not actually adding anything by doing that. So I need to keep those together. I think I want a little piece of this one, but from the bottom. I just want to add a splash more colour to that neutral background. And if this doesn't work, I've just had another idea, so... So again, from Joyful Jaunts, maybe about there. piece of calico has got the factory edge on it, which I'm not loving. Don't think that was anywhere near straight. Not really. Okay. Just trimming that factory edge off so I can fray the bottom. Oops, knocking my glue over. Fabric goes that way around. You kind of get the drift, don't you? Okay, so I'm going to pop this one down. For me, adding that little bit of colour at the bottom, it just sort of grounds that image, which I really love. I've said before I like telling stories, and I find myself more and more trying to incorporate stories mostly in my head. So I'm telling myself, you know, I'm adding the ground and the dirt. So ground, dirt. But that's just how I think when I'm creating. It's like everything has to have a story. Whether it makes sense, whether anybody knows it, it doesn't matter, as long as I know it and it makes sense to me. It's kind of how I work. And of course we're getting that beautiful colour pop on our neutral background from the pink in that flower, which I absolutely love. Not sure if that went on upside down now. Did it? I feel like it did. No? Oh no. Okay, makes me happier. Sometimes it's hard to tell which way the fabric goes when it's from very close to the edge too. Okay, so I need to ink. Sorry, it's a little bit fiddly. Totally worth it. I wanted to thank everybody who has commented and who has messaged me about the fabrics that I shared, that I dyed following Susan Taylor Brown's videos and inspiration. I am in love with those fabrics, and it's been really fun to hear that other people have really loved them as much as I have. All the fabrics and the papers as well. The papers were a really big surprise in my experiment, I suppose. I didn't necessarily expect that they would turn out as beautifully as they did. And to discover that I can do them, it's very delicate there, I can do them the same as the fabric and get such beautiful results. So exciting. Okay, I'm going to lock that in, I think. I did wonder if I wanted anything else under it, but I don't think I do. Apparently I cannot glue and chat at the same time. I think it's going to take me a little bit to get used to videoing again, so I do hope you bear with me. I've spent time in my craft room now where I've been organising and sorting and cleaning and whatnot, and I haven't had to talk to anybody. Not saying I didn't, but I haven't had to talk to anybody, so I'm out of practice. So I do apologise. I got a little bit more sorting and organising done before I started this video, and I've had some more ideas. Partly using the, hasn't quite gone down centre, but I think I like that it hasn't. Partly using these neutral backgrounds, which is really, really fun. Won't be this video, but maybe the next. It's always fun to just take a moment and appreciate what you're making, isn't it? I don't know if I've got glue there or if my paper's lifting. Looks like my paper's lifting. It's given me a thought though. So I have my little jar of threads. I'm kind of thinking roots, you know, those fine, maybe there's too much there. The fine roots in the root system is what I'm thinking. Or maybe I just want a little piece of cheesecloth down there. Let me try the cheesecloth. Now, do you want to know something funny? It's just made me think of weed mat. So for me it works. Completely needs to be there. Oh my goodness. I often say the things in my head are really like that. Okay, I've just realised I haven't put the glue back on my art glitter glue. So I have a lot going on down the bottom now. I need to work out what I want to do at the top. Sorry, it's not the ideal place to leave my glue bottle because it kind of blocks the light, but it's about the only spot I can at the moment on that side of the desk. Without almost being off camera. Like that. Okay. And I may even take that top piece off. So up here, excuse my arm, just looking. Here we go. I knew I'd fussy cut some of the bigger labels. It's funny how you pull something out and something will stand out at you straight away. Oh, I like that one too. I think that's too long. This one here, I'm thinking I can cut that down a little bit. Just a little piece of curtain lace. Perfect. Okay. I love the way there's a tiny, tiny bit of glue and it sticks to my finger every time. I'm sorry guys, I am totally inside my head. I was just thinking to myself, I cannot express how much I am loving these. I was telling myself. Never mind that you're all there watching me create. Watching them come together like I am. And yet I'm talking to myself. Not that I do. If my family are watching, no, I don't talk to myself. Okay. Oh golly, I love that. Again, I will sew around this, probably just with a straight stitch, so I don't come into the space too much. But I'm thinking I probably need to leave it there, yes. Okay, so I just wanted to pop back and show you I finished sewing around each of these and I love the way they've turned out. There's a real delicateness to them that I just adore. So that is the first one that we've made, and the back. This is the second one. Oh gosh, so beautiful. And the final one here. I really, really love them. So there are our final pieces and I'm in love with each and every one of them. I hope you really love them too. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I wanted to extend a huge thank you to Steph from JunkWithSteph for allowing me to showcase your beautiful digitals. I really love the way that these pieces of ephemera have been coming together and they're so inspiring for me. So again, thank you to everybody for joining and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Please everybody stay safe, stay inspired and happy crafting. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.